morning. It is Saturday right now, and yesterday, pretty much after we had lunch at the seafood restaurant, we spent the afternoon just going around to a lot of tile shops, and like I just have suddenly kind of had this obsession with looking for tiles. So we went to a couple of places, which was really great just to see what varieties they had. But one of my favorites is definitely stumbling across this place called Officine 42. It's by a lady called Diolinda Rocha, and apologies if I'm saying her name incorrectly. But she's this lovely Portuguese lady that pretty much does ceramics and tiles and all sorts of artwork. And I bought this sea artwork. So she's from a small town called Erechera. I'm gonna check that again. But basically, you know, the sea is something that she grew up around and she really loves it. Because I also love the sea as well, I love this little piece that it was just on tiles and ceramics, and hopefully I get to frame it one day and kind of have it up in my house. After that, we came home, made a simple dinner and called it a day. And as for today, it is Saturday. It's supposed to be 29 degrees today, which is really hot. But right now we're gonna go look for some food and then stop by the flea markets and just have a wander around. I think it's been good because me and Mark just have wanted to do more kind of like how to say, like just kind of wander around the streets and absorb the vibes kind of thing. I think sometimes you have to be in the mood for doing like the touristy things, and for this trip we've just kind of felt like just doing more, I guess, chill stuff and like not rushing to the masses. But yeah, these are just kind of some alternative things that you can do while you're in Portugal if you just want to wander around the streets and kind of absorb like what the culture is like here. So without further ado, let's go. First up, we're at Miss Piggy. We just got a free drink
So happy
to match our Piggy. Ooh, this is our little Piggy. So excited to try it. Continuing our search for tiles, we decided to check out Feira de Ladra, which is a flea market that takes place on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and it was recommended by our friends. It was absolutely huge. There was so much to look at, so many stalls out there. It's in this kind of car park lot, and everyone just kind of has a little stall. As you can see, they also have this indoor area which is more new arts and craft, so it's like local artists kind of creating their pieces. There's so many beautiful things. Like this was so beautiful, and I wanted to take everything home, but unfortunately I have luggage limitations. But yeah, I would say we exhausted pretty much 90% of the tile shops in Lisbon. It became this kind of mission where I just wanted to check out every stall. And it was so much fun, like just seeing the creativity behind everything, and you really get into this whole world, and it's a total vibe. But I loved it, and it was really fun just being able to walk around and explore all the creativity and all these different little tiles. And yeah, it was like a really cute treasure hunt. 1970 is Mariah Carey, 1969 is Jennifer Lopez.
That's Yanni.
No. We are going out for dinner right now, and it is kind of like the London crew. For dinner, our friends took us to a place, like it's called Green Street in Lisbon, and it's a really, really cute street. Like you just feel like you're kind of transported to a different place. But they took us to a restaurant called Aobra, which is where we're at right now, and the food was so amazing, like so delicious. It was so amazing. This is like a prawn toast that we have here, and this is like a risotto that was just amazing. This pork was out of like insane, Iberico pork. Everything just had amazing flavors. Good morning, guys. Today is Sunday. Today is Sunday, and we're at one of these kind of outdoor markets, and on Sunday it's supposed to be like, you know, where they have a lot of more things open. Yesterday basically we spent the rest of the day kind of walking around the whole town looking for tile shops. I think we have exhausted every tile shop.
And expensive canned fish.
Yeah, I also kind of like bought a lot of canned fish that might have been too expensive. So today our plan is to go to LX factory, LC factory, which we are here right now. And then we will also go to MAT, which is the museum as well. And just kind of keep exploring the little markets and like handmade crafts around Portugal. How cute are these ceramics that are shaped in the shape of food and like vegetables and fruit? This watermelon was so cute. I love watermelon. It's so adorable. Just really wanted to take it home. But yeah, it was really good to visit Elshi factory on a Sunday just because you also had access to these little stalls. And actually we saw a couple of stalls that were at the Saturday market but also were at this Sunday market as well. So it's good to kind of see they across both. And with this stall Ivory, I'm going to be talking about it in a separate vlog, but it's got a really cool backstory that I want to share with you guys. But I just really loved walking around these markets and it was a great day out. So we've just kind of finished, we pretty much finished our time here at Elshia factory. I would say we spent around just a bit over 2 hours here. It's really, I think it's definitely, if you can, come on a Sunday when they have the markets, because it's a lot more things to kind of look at. If the markets, if those kind of pop-up markets aren't here, you'd probably finish maybe a bit quicker. But it's a really nice place to kind of come chill out. Even if you want to grab food, lots of kind of food stalls as well. But a really nice kind of space to just discover a bit more about like arts and culture and just kind of local craftsmanships made by local artists as well. So we are pretty much done. We're gonna go find lunch, and then this afternoon we're off to MAT, the museum. Lunch was at a place called Baksama, and so we got this octopus, which is a must everywhere you go. We got pork with a potato, and then we got this lobster risotto thing, which was so yummy. And after that, we just went more tile shopping. This was just markets by the plaza area, so there were little stalls set up, but everything is just so insanely beautiful that like you want to take it home and decorate your house with, but unfortunately I can't. So we just spent the rest of the afternoon roaming around and enjoying all the beautiful things that Portugal had to show us. So we went to MAT, but there were no exhibitions on, so we could only really kind of look at the outside and a bit of the inside. But that's pretty much it, which is a bit of a shame. I would have loved to kind of see stuff see art pieces if they had some contemporary exhibits. So that's a bit sad and I guess just bad timing. But right now we're going to go look for some natas, and this is the OG of natas and it is right nearby, so we're just walking there now. This one is the queue for table service. And then that one is, so basically they have 3 lines. This one is if you are just getting pasties, so like the natas, I guess. This one is if the second bit is if you want to kind of go in and sit, and I think that one is pre-payment, so maybe if you pre-purchase online or something, I'm not too sure.
여유롭게 teasing, yeah. 내 자유로운 soul, leave me be, please. 문제가 돈이라면 I'll be filthy rich, but 걱정 따윈 없지, 나를 rich. 뱀이로 따위는 너 언제나 보이는 건.
Good morning, guys. It is Monday, and I am the only one left in Lisbon right now. Because my friends, the rest of them have gone off to Porto, and they'll be flying out of Porto. So basically, because I fly to Paris tomorrow morning, I didn't decide to go to Porto this trip. So we're just gonna have an extra day in Lisbon itself, and just kind of buy a few more things that I want to get a few more ceramics, even though we've pretty much exhausted like every single ceramic store pretty much in Lisbon. But I'm really craving suckling pig, so Miss Piggy's is closed until Wednesday, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to head back there. But I found another place in Belém, which is where we had the natas yesterday. So it's nearby there. I'm gonna grab lunch first and then continue hunting for some last minute gifts for ceramics and things like that, and maybe a few more canned fish tins as well. So I was still really craving the suckling pig leitão from Miss Piggy, but unfortunately it was closed. So I managed to find this place called Alfonso Dorleto's Belém food store, which is really close to the famous Portuguese tarts, and I got myself more suckling piggy. It was so good. This meat was so juicy and tender, and the skin crispiness on it was just perfect. It was really yum, the best. After that, I just pretty much continued my journey back to the main city central area. So I wanted to just kind of go back to a few places that I had been before and get more items. But really, it was just a nice day strolling and doing more last minute shopping. Overall, 7 days was a good amount of time to cover both Lagos and Lisbon. If you do want to kind of go to Porto as well, I would recommend an extra 1 or 2 days. I really loved just kind of exploring the city, especially of Lisbon, and all the ceramics and tiles and everything. Even though I didn't do as many kind of touristy things, I would love to do that next time when I go back. I loved being able to meet with the artists and learn about their work and just see their passion for it. So that was what I kind of enjoyed, kind of getting to know the stories of each of the artists. And of course, I loved my canned fish journey. I have never been so excited about canned fish in my life, but it really is a huge thing in Portugal. And finally, this was like my farewell dinner with my beautiful Maxime, and it was just the last night we had together before I left the next day. But I was so happy with the food in Portugal. So many new flavors I tried and was introduced to, and they're quite different to, I guess, what you would get in other countries. But yeah, I really love Portugal. It was a great trip. It's jam-packed but so much fun, and it's a really cute and friendly, safe city. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this vlog, and thank you for following me on my journey to Portugal. Hope to see you in the next one.
So casually keep diving into concrete, so bittersweet, huh? Keep losing sleep while driving